and he will tell about himself first, and then we will listen about his experiences of so many years, and of course, a varied experience about so many sectors, I suppose, and we that actually interested me, and of course, in such a position also, he would have mentored so many people uh, who have a lot of difficulties. I think nobody know where to go. People actually look forward to their boss as a mentor, and he might have solved many problems, many challenges in their life. So we'll be hearing it out from him. So welcome, Ravi, to the show. And I'll first ask you to introduce yourself and tell a bit about yourself. Then we'll go to the other questions.
Thank you, Sangeeta. And good evening to all of the people, ladies and gentlemen, sisters and brothers, who are listening to me or viewing me. It's a great honor that we are connecting and talking about ourselves. And to introduce myself, there is nothing much. So, myself, I'm a 48-year-old guy. I worked for different companies for last 25, 26 years. And I stay at Kolkata, West Bengal. And after so many years of services into different industries, I thought of giving it a chance to be an entrepreneur.
Mhm.
So I started just like that, thinking that two things cannot go well together. And just 4 months ago, I left my services with corporate sector. I was working with a accounting firm, one of the big four. And then I decided, okay, let me try it out. Whatever experience I've gathered, whatever networking I have, people like you, Sangeeta, and there are many who are very helpful and extend support or extended support during this journey. And last 4 months, when I started and when I am now looking back 4 months, so I'm happy wherever I started and the way it is moving on. So that's it about myself. I have my small family, two kids, my wife, and my parents are there with me. So that's it. It's a small family.
Okay.
So any specific questions again? So
Yeah.
that I can.
So, so many of us dream about getting into enterprise, right? But not many of us have the courage to get there, to transition to that life. So, was there a challenge, or was it an inspiration from somebody? How did you decide on this?
Basically, yes. Most of the uh, I have interacted with many people. We have seen many mentors also. We see many YouTubers, many industrialists who are always encourage people to be entrepreneur
Hmm.
because Sangeeta, it is always good
Hmm.
to employ somebody and provide opportunities to people, young generations,
Hmm.
for their employment because a lot of good people, skilled people are around
Hmm.
working or searching for a job,
Hmm.
and we are not creating enough job.
Yes,
So
yes.
I think people like us, we can give it a try.
Hmm.
Instead of competing with them, we can actually create opportunities for them. So that was a thought.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it was dream, but it is difficult. It's difficult
Yes.
initially.
Hmm.
But if you can cross if it is a passion for you and if you don't think about luxuries in life, and if we can, lead simple life,
Hmm.
then it's not that difficult like it seems from outside. So that was the major thought process, no specific inspiration. Definitely my family supported well, and they were always there behind me and supporting me. They are still supporting me when I started not earning any penny last
Ah,
couple of months. They
okay.
still encourage me and they have a belief on me that okay, this guy will do something.
Hmm.
So I think I'm doing something. This couple of months we progressed well.
Okay.
I have opened. We actually started mentoring one company, then joined them buying some stake. Then I decided to take over another company. These are small entities, or rather, I'll say tiny entities, but still.
Hmm.
This is encouraging that, okay, I have a kind of, acumen to take over and run it well, where probably this company can do well, having some goodwill in the market.
Hmm.
So I started with one, now I have three. Yeah. So
Wow.
it's going good. Yeah.
So those companies, those endeavors have started paying also, paying,
Uh,
generating revenues at least.
the second one, yes. The third one will. Yeah. We have a specific plan.
Hmm.
The first one, definitely it is generating revenue, where I was mentoring and I jumped
Hmm.
into the board.
Okay.
And when I jumped into the board, it was not very promising.
Hmm.
But when I started encouraging, getting encouragement or interacting with my colleagues who
Hmm.
are into this company with me,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
they also put a lot of hard effort. And definitely, the network works well, and a lot of people are supporting
Hmm.
the kind of responses we're getting from market. It's growing good. The first one, the second one also started paying something.
Hmm.
We started getting orders for the second entity, and third entity, I hope will hit the ROI, will hit the break even. So
Okay. So all of them are of same kind of companies?
the first one is a limited company. This is called Ever Presence India Limited. It
Yeah.
is a dream company for all of us who are there in this company. We have a big vision, so we have taken a break-even point of 6 months.
Hmm.
So we are progressing well. We are definitely progressing well. In terms of turnover, it will turn to a very good position. So
Okay.
end of financial year, I think we'll do good this year.
Okay.
It is an engineering firm. End to end, it is a pure engineering firm. We do design build. We do provide engineering solution for MEP, civil and interiors,
Hmm.
customized softwares, water solutions,
Okay.
solar, and a lot of many other things.
Hmm.
So when we talk about it is more like projects, this company is
Hmm.
focused into.
Hmm.
Some part of AMC management also we do.
Hmm.
So this is it for the first entity, which is a limited company, as I said.
Hmm.
The second entity is a partnership company where two partners were working. So I bought a stake of that major stake of this company,
Okay.
and it is majorly into facilities and property management, specialized audits like safety audits, fire and safety audits, electrical safety audits. There are a lot of interesting audits we do, like tree audits,
Yeah.
water audits. Probably many of the companies who are into ESG, they will be aware of, or
Yes.
probably they don't, because
Yeah.
you need to run the sustainability. Actually, we need to go through the sustainability process,
Yes.
and my experience is actually helping me. And we do a lot of interesting audits,
Mhm.
I'll say, and the cost is very reasonable. So that way, this company is actually supporting its clients.
Mhm.
And third one is basically a law firm.
Okay.
So this
So
is it. Nothing much.
from one end to the other, like it is like nothing is similar, so many
That's right.
expertise. Yeah. Yeah. So
That's
uh,
right. That's right.
it would have taken all of your time, I think. How do you think in terms of lifting all these companies?
See, actually, as I said, that a lot of people are there who are very much encouraging
Hmm.
from different level of societies, different level of networks. People are supporting.
Hmm.
That may be, see, sometimes what happens, encouraging words also, put you to a
Yes.
good position. Sometimes you feel low. You feel like how to take to the next level. So we are getting a lot of encouragement for sure.
Hmm.
We are interacting with a couple of very good companies who has given us opportunities with them.
Hmm.
Uh, Companies like Larsen and Toubro, we got enlisted with in the first place. I
Hmm.
should say thanks to them, the local team were evaluating us, and they found us good to
Hmm.
start with. It's a blessing for us, our kind of startup.
Yeah.
we were able to convince techno electric company
Mm,
to engage us for their one of the services solution.
mm,
So we are doing with them. We were able to convince the local management of Woodlands hospitals.
mm,
So these are the few very prominent clients we have. We were able to convince them,
mm,
and they have given us a chance to start working with them. This is a blessing for us, I'll say. In the first place, many startup, sometimes dream for getting connected with this kind of companies. So we were blessed with. I mentioned three. There are many
mm.
because it's wise not to disclose everything.
Yeah, yeah, of
That is a
course.
business secret. So I have almost 20, 20 or more uh, a category of clients with
Mm,
whom we were able to be engaged with. Yeah.
mm. So, you almost sound like somebody who is getting mentored rather than mentoring somebody. So, how I know you have been a very good leader, and that is why your language is such. Uh,
Ah,
where do you
you're
find
correct.
yourself? Where do you find yourself? In what rank? And suppose you had to use very harsh words for somebody because that is the bitter medicine you have to administer at times. How do you do that? Being such a nice personality, such a soft-spoken person. How do you
Sangeeta,
do
what I found in my career, because I grown up from the level of technician,
that? Mm.
I remember I worked in the junior most level in ITC hotel
Yes,
when
yes.
I started my career. I used to carry, uh, uh, accessories to
Okay,
my workplace
okay.
before I started my career
Huh.
for doing some, project work because I was working with a contract agency. That
Yes.
time I was studying actually.
Okay, okay.
So then when I got an opportunity to work with ITC, it was a dream company for me.
Yes, yes.
That time, probably it's many years back. I can't remember actually how many years, maybe 20 years now.
Okay.
So I have seen people, working at different level. Everybody look for respect. Everybody look for dignity.
Yes.
And when I look back, when I started my career with a diploma engineering, I also started, looking for humility,
Mm.
looking for respect. But at different level, people look at people with different view. Means it's their, viewpoint. I
Yes.
can't, change anybody's viewpoint. But whatever I learned when I look at myself, acquiring a lot of master's degree into different fields, technical as well as management level. What I understood that the person remains same
Hmm.
means nothing changed. We just change the package. Like we change the shirt, it's just wearing another shirt, which probably little better priced. So when we wear a better priced shirt, we should be a better human. So I always believe in respecting people at any level, and even when I call back 20 years back colleague, they pick up my phone. So that is the relationship I have. That is what built my network. And sometimes surprise happen that people calls me.
Hmm.
Probably I forgot the name. They recall that this, what, where they met me. And even they give me some opportunity. Sir, why
Hmm.
don't you work with us? So this is happening when I have started this journey. So that is amazing. And I feel that takes you to the next, level. That is not money, but definitely the mental peace and satisfaction.
The in this era, when people when they acquire something, they go to a certain position, then they show off so much all around us. The way you conduct yourself, you carry yourself, says a lot about your family, your background, the parental influence,
Sure.
khandani kind, no? Khandani kind. So, uh, can you relate a bit about your family, your background, your childhood also? How it
What I
has.
seen, sorry, you please finish. Yeah.
No, no, that is what I was saying. Ki
Mhm.
it is not only education, it is not only you acquiring so many no respectable positions and all that. It has to come from within, and this is built, inbuilt, you can say, from childhood. It has manifested now, but one cannot be suddenly this, you know.
True. That's true.
Yeah. So,
So, in terms of relating, definitely there are a couple of incidents which I have seen during my childhood, where my parents were kind of very kind, and they always extend support to whatever way they can, because I used to belong to always a middle class family,
huh.
and the middle class family values are inbuilt within us. I think many of us
Mm.
carry that value, and they people like me, or there are many like us who like to show respect and humility to people. I probably repeating the same word, it becomes cliche now. But the point is very simple. Like, if you see that, okay, uh, if I have 100 rupees maybe, and I can support somebody with 20 out of that 100,
Mm.
why not? Because if I can have a little less meal, that will not impact my health, but this 20 rupees probably bring in some meal to somebody, and bring some smile to somebody. So it is not like directly donating somebody to something, but definitely being humble, and be there whenever people look forward to get some sort of support from you
Mm.
at whatever way we can. So I have seen that in my childhood. My parents, my elder brothers used to extend whatever way they can support to people. I may not be that kind of people that time, because I was a bit selfish. I was more focused into career, and then when I started realizing life,
Mm.
then I started doing something or the other. I'll not name everything, because if people does something good, they should hide it rather than advertising that. So I did at my own level, something or something, and this gives a very good feeling. That feeling I cannot actually explain by words. It's very difficult, and
Yes, it's
I
understandable.
hope you understand what I
Yeah,
say,
yeah, yeah.
what I'm trying to say, and that gives a lot of inner stability,
Mm.
inner strength, because that strength nobody can tolerate. Nobody will understand the kind of strength I feel
Mm.
doing those small good deeds, and that takes you to the long way.
Yeah.
That gives the perseverance, strength, and everything. And that is the simple thing I want. That's it.
Yes, yes, I understand. The simple things make a person bigger, or if consolidated over one after the other. Yes. Yeah. So, Ravi, if I tell about my clients, the kind of clients that I cater to, these people are mid-career professionals who are having big dreams, but are stagnated at some point at mid-career level because of certain issues, because they have talent, they have potential, so they cannot actually withstand selfishness at their
Mhm.
workplace, and they cannot they cannot actually stand people who are not understanding things, simple things. No, these simple things are very complicated for people, and for them it is obvious, and that is why they kind of sidelined, because they have potential also, and they don't bother about that. But after some time, it starts affecting them, and they feel a kind of stagnation, about which there is nobody to mentor them. Also, there is no what you can say, no environment which
I
can
understand.
yeah. So those kind of people, and these people have lost hope also. They don't think कि और बॉस को ऑयलिंग करने के अलावा कोई और चारा नहीं होता है कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड में, और
That is the wrong approach.
yes, so that is the only possibilities that they think. So when I teach, kind of tell them that that is not the way, irrespective of the boss, you are the boss. If you take charge of your own thing, you don't have to depend, you don't have to expect from somebody else that they will do the good thing to be good, to
Right.
you to be good. That is not the process. So it kinds of sounds like very abstract,
True.
very illogical or impractical, you can say. So, but that is how my career has been. I always found myself in that, but I and just recently somebody commented. Always I see that in their eyes, but somebody told that you have put your life in such a path after so much of difficulties in your life. So that was a expression. Then I could understand that people always understand. People always know, but they won't easily acknowledge you. And I don't have to expect acknowledgement from anybody. So that is what I teach, because I have experienced that and I have catered that, actually solved that problem for myself. So that is the solution I offer to this kind of people, that this is the solution. And it is not a big deal. Anybody can do that. So hearing me, how do you feel? What else can I do for them to be convinced? Or can I make it simpler from your experience? Yeah.
No, I think thanks to you for sharing the journey which you are going through.
Yeah.
And definitely this is bringing in, a lot of positive vibes to many lives, which is good. And you are doing a great job. I should appreciate whatever you are doing. That is good. And as you said that, as I also, basically follow, being simple and being, doing small deeds always take you to the next level. We should not focus on what is negative around us.
Yeah.
And see, this is probably the theoretical words people will think through.
Mhm.
But it is correct that if we do not focus on negatives, then there will be no negatives.
Yes. Yes.
Negative will always be there practically, because every positive will bring in some negative energy.
Yeah.
And that way the universe is built.
Yeah.
If you look at any universal, phenomena,
Yes.
there will be always some good and bad mixed together.
Of course. Of course.
On
Yes.
those good deeds,
Yeah.
we have to focus on the positive things, and we have to encourage people. Like working in a corporate sector, always push people to follow somebody's direction,
Mm.
and sometimes that may not be correct, or that may not be the right thing to do.
Mm.
So what my advice to them, rather, you focus on the right thing to do in terms of what is your deliverable to the organization, not to the person.
Yes. Yes.
And if we deliver the right thing to the person and not the right thing to the organization, that is absolutely wrong. So whatever happens, we should be, loyal to the organization. Any organization it may be a tiny organization, it may be mid-size, small and medium scale industries, it may be large scale industries, because in most cases, what happens, many level of people, it may be senior, junior, or whatever, they are not clear about the objective, why they are taking people.
Yes. Yes.
Because I am a process guy, in many cases, I do analyze the process of a company. And I found after doing the motion times and motion study that probably the people hired, they are, equally qualified
Mm.
for delivering something, but they have taken for the wrong positions.
Yeah. So.
And actually, the objective should be we should be able to get the right people for the right job.
Mm.
Otherwise, everybody may not be able to deliver the best thing, because everybody have their own capabilities.
Mm.
And that way, the management should decide and pick up people. And if they are not having the ability to do so, they
Mm.
should admit it, or rather restrain themselves and involve people who knows it,
Mm.
because everybody doesn't know everything.
Yes.
If I have money, I can't say that I know everything,
Yeah.
because that is not the driving force.
Yes. Yes.
Skill is the driving force, experience is the driving force, humility is a driving force. So people should follow that. In many places, we see that the big businessmen, almost all of them, talks about everything.
Yeah.
It is absolutely. If you ask me about rocket science, I don't know that. I know engineering. I know electrical engineering a little bit
Mm.
because I started my career with that.
Mm.
I can probably talk about little bit of finance, little bit of marketing or business development.
Mm.
But if you ask me what is the kind of GDP,
Mm.
probably I don't know. I'm a layman there.
Mm.
But if I say become a big industrialist tomorrow,
Mm.
I can't go and speak about GDP.
Mm.
I can definitely if I acquire the skill. So I believe in two things. People should focus on their objectives, and they should be able to enhance their capabilities
Mm.
instead of focusing on where they are going wrong,
Mm.
why boss is not liking him or her. It is not important. If I am actually encouraging myself and
Mm.
enhancing my capabilities, then naturally whatever position I want to acquire,
Mm.
probably in a little longer period I'll achieve. It may
Yes.
not be immediately, it may not
Yes.
be a magic,
Yes.
but
Yes.
definitely it will happen. If not in this organization, in some other organization. If not with this boss, some other bosses. So these bosses are basically it's just a kind of stations.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can always change your boss, not in the
Yes.
company, of course, not in the same company, but definitely if you enhance yourself or we enhance ourselves,
Mm.
our capabilities, we can go to the next level. And it happened with me, and I've seen people who are capable. They've grown up to a level where probably the senior guy becomes junior guy in long run because the other guy has enhanced their capabilities. So
Yes.
it is gender specific. It is not a gender specific. It's purely open for all the people. Whoever is open for learning,
Mm.
whoever is open for doing something different
Mm.
with an open view
Mm.
and with a focus,
Yeah.
they can definitely achieve. And they have to be little persistence. They
Yeah.
should sustain it, not like today they have done it
Mm.
and tomorrow they are focusing into something else,
Yeah.
because hard work is definitely is required. Overnight nothing can be achieved.
Mm.
And today I'm talking about so many things. Whatever I am talking about, it's purely whatever hard work I have done, maybe 2%, 3% of actual requirement.
Mm.
So that is actually giving me the confidence to talk about this. Probably when I'll be able to do more hard work,
Yeah.
I'll be able to talk more about this and I'll have more confidence. So that, and always I was a kind of media shy guy, but
Mm.
today I can talk with you. I can even talk with anybody. Rather, I'm talking with so many senior guys in different companies, and they are such a lovely guys
Yeah.
that I can actually talk to each of them in different layer, and that is not restricting me
Yeah.
to talk with anybody. So that is how we are encouraging and enhancing our capabilities. That makes a lot of difference to us.
Mm.
So I'll stop here. Probably I'm talking too much.
No, no, no. That is actually required because I am looking for. So while you are talking, it is very easy once you are transformed into the better version. No, the and there is a point where the other person can see that you are standing on the threshold of becoming somebody else, and you are still not reached that level. It is just a tiny jump, but
Yeah, that's true.
that jump takes years for many people who
That's true. That's true.
who
It
are
takes
not
time.
mentored. Yeah. So I'm actually catering to that segment because I have been there. It the day I realized, it took me just a second to be the
Mm.
other person. Just a
Yeah,
moment
that's
before
true.
I was somebody else. And so for that to happen, uh,
Mm.
actually, I'm thankful to the Uparwala that many things have happened in my life. Automatically, I was led towards that transformation. It was left to me alone. I wouldn't have done that.
True.
And maybe we all are being led to that in that direction, but not many people are conscious of being led to that ultimate self of theirs. And till they reach there, it's lot of doubt, lot of doubt. How do you advise them? What should they do, and what indicators they should look for when they're in that stagnant zone? Say it is a very tiny
Right.
zone. Yeah. What comes to your
Hmm.
mind?
No, that's true. When you decide, then only we start basically. The moment till when you are not deciding,
Yeah, decision. Yes.
you
Yeah.
are not moving. So
Yeah.
we have to, stop somewhere and rethink. Once again, hello, just a so we have to stop somewhere and we have to start from somewhere. So if we do not start from somewhere, then we'll continue to be stagnant.
Yeah. They do not start on their
Just a
own.
moment. I'll just mute for a moment.
Yeah, okay.
I'll just mute for a moment.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. So I was
Sorry.
saying that they will not on their own, they are not able to take that decision,
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. Are you able to hear me?
I lost you.
Are you able to hear me now? Okay. So
Yeah,
I
signal goes.
yeah. So
Sorry.
I was saying whether those people in that stagnant position, they are not able to make a decision. They actually are not
Right.
able to move forward. So and they are not ready to trust also that there is a possibility of something else rather than this life. So what do you think? What would you advise that? What is the specific question? Three questions you can give me to ask to those people to start a self-assessment.
I think they should stop, as I said earlier, they should stop at a point
Hmm.
and they should ask themselves what they want to do.
Yeah.
That is one very important question because going with the wind or going with the flow is not the right choice. So the person who want to do something different,
Yeah.
he or she should ask themselves what exactly they want to do with their life because this is uh, basically one time, one chance. There is no second chance.
Mhm.
So they have to think very seriously, give
Yes.
it a time. They can spend hours
Mm.
after thinking about this.
Mm.
And once they decide,
Mm.
then they should talk with their mentors or with their friends or whoever they can trust.
Yeah.
They should consult about what they're thinking of.
Mm.
The answer basically. So that is point number one, I should say.
Mm.
Point number two, they should ask themselves whatever they want to do, whether they're ready for it.
Mm.
That is very important because money definitely one point, but it is not always money that will help you
Mm.
to build whatever you are thinking. Because
Mm.
building anything
Mm.
as per the passion, as per your experience, as per your desire,
Mm.
needs a lot of hard work, a lot of deep thinking, a lot of capabilities enhancement, as I already spoke about,
Mm.
a lot of skill development, a lot
Yeah.
of networking, a lot of respect
Mm.
uh, between people should be exchanged. So lot many things. There are many more thousands things
Yeah.
which will come up when people
Yes.
get into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that probably I'm also not, I still learn.
Mm.
So that will be second question, whether and when
Mm.
we are ready for that dream to be,
Yes.
make ourselves success and at least give it a try.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, it may be that sometimes you don't have a penny to, catch a bus.
Mm.
We have to walk.
Yes.
God has given us an option.
Mm.
Being human, we are blessed.
Mm.
So if I don't have a money in my purse,
Mm.
I have walked. I've
Mm.
walked miles.
Yes.
Today, probably people will not believe in,
Mm.
but I have walked. There was not 10 rupee in my purse,
Mm.
and the basically ATM was not functioning
Ah,
in
yeah.
one place in
Yeah.
Calcutta. and it was empty. Literally, my purse was empty. So I have to walk 5 kilometers, get the next ATM and then withdraw some money so that I can board a bus. So it happens. It may happen. Even it's just nothing, walking 5 kilometers. But there may be many more, hardship people are doing and they are struggling. But it has to be done with the right direction, with the right
Yes.
mentorship,
Yes.
so that people get a path. It may be any path. It may be anything, but not religious path,
Yes. Yes.
because that misguide you. Right?
Yes.
Any religion will misguide you. So
Yes.
my submission to the young generation should be follow the mentorship from anybody. It may be from any religion, anybody, but not the religious path. You follow the direction where your soul is enlightened.
Yes.
You are thinking something different, how to improve the life, how to improve the society,
Mm.
how to bring in change within the life of different peoples.
Mm. Yes.
So that will be the answer of second question. As I said, when we'll get the answer with the second question, we'll basically, go to the step two.
Mm.
So, and then step three is we have to continue learning.
Yes.
So we have to ask whether we are ready for learning, because as I said earlier, that
Mm.
uh, even my maybe 10 years back, avatar was similar to that thought process, that we know everything. Once our pocket is heavy and we are getting fat salaries, which I was also drawing a few months back from a company, as I said, uh, it actually indicates, or rather, uh, divert our mind. Like we started knowing everything, we started talking about everything.
Mm.
So people should not do it. Rather, the people I'm talking about who are, want to do something different. So not for everybody, because there are many who will think, "Arey, ye banda kya bol raha hai?" So they know everything. Those people you know keeping out of this thought, but definitely who want to do something, having dream.
Mm.
So as I said, they should stop and ask question. What
Yes.
should they do? And second one is when should they do? And the third one is whether they are ready to learn, because learning which takes you to the next level, or that next level will keep on raising. The more we learn, the more we keep on raising
Raising
ourselves.
the bar always.
And that is correct in corporate language, raising the bar, but that is a different bar.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But actually raising the soul to the next level is
Yeah.
absolutely different thing. That gives you a lot of kind of uh, confidence, lot of good feel.
Mm. Feel.
And lot of, the more we learn, the more start bowing our heads down in front of respectable people, in front of respectable ladies, in front of uh, good religious practices.
Mm.
But we are very firm in front of all the wrong things,
Yeah.
and we are very stubborn.
Yeah.
You sometimes will see me that probably I'll say something in front of somebody who is probably a very big guy. I don't mind saying that. I don't mind, because I know nobody is bigger than God. Nobody is bigger than Bhagwan. So I believe in God. I
Yeah.
believe in Ishwar.
Yeah. So
So these are the questions.
incidentally, Ravi, like you were saying, that explains also. Although I didn't explain it in so many words, my one of my courses, Soul Surge, where I deal with this. Like you have to deal with your soul only to become
True.
stronger,
That's true.
and that requires very small things every day. And I have listed down about 60 points which you can do at any whatever you can choose.
Mhm.
One can choose depending on what is the deficit in their career or their personal life or their own decision making, and decide on that. So this also, kind of gives me this acknowledgement that I have done something good. Yeah.
Absolutely,
The
absolutely.
right
That
solution for the mid-career solution. So Ravi, the last question would be, why don't you write post in the LinkedIn so often because you have wonderful stories, I think, and it will give enlighten people like anything. So why don't you do that? Because I was
I,
searching for
I
your
I
post.
thought of doing that regularly, but at this point, as I said, that I've already did some good work for my company, which
Hmm.
I started with, and the second one I'm trying to build up something for that, because the moment the flow is there, then
Hmm.
you get something out of some time out of this flow,
Hmm.
because it's a kind of multiplying, kind of what I'll say matrix.
Hmm. Hmm.
Probably you've seen the Matrix movie, but
Hmm.
it is almost similar thought of the more we multiply. Uh, that is the that is the theory of matrix.
Hmm.
Basically, what happens, the more we multiply our souls,
Hmm.
like-minded soul bring in a lot of energy.
Hmm.
So for a company, how it grows by multiplying the souls.
Yeah.
That is, alternatively, we engage many employees. The more employees we hire,
Hmm.
it actually increases our strength.
Yes.
So alternatively, the matrix rule.
Yeah.
So, like I said, the organization is a little slowly growing. So the
Hmm.
first one, second one, I
Hmm.
hope it will also start growing within 6 months or a year.
Hmm.
And probably I'll start getting some regular time for uh, doing some social activities. Maybe I'm not doing much now, and it is required, because the more But one good thing, I'm getting a little time to interact with my social networks, my friends. If they call me, I pick up the phone now. It's not like I'm busy in calls. I make out times for them. I make out time my family. So things are slowly improving, and
Yes.
I hope this will keep on improving, and I'll be able to uh, make some kind of good deeds, or respond to your queries with some postings.
Yeah. So then actually one gets to engage with you and then gets the insights also and get some gyan, get some gyan which is of use. Because
I'll not say Gyan. What I'm thinking of doing, Sangeeta, I'm thinking of doing something. Uh, I was actually initially thought of starting, but then I postpone it, because now my time is, given to these companies and entities, because employees are there whose responsibilities I have to, uh, bear, and I have to keep the company stable so that they are happy working with us. So I'm investing more time here.
mm,
Uh, but as I told that I'll invest more time doing something which will probably enhance the skill and experience of people,
mm,
specifically the freshers. I'm
mm,
talking with few organizations, institutes,
mm,
where people can learn new skills which are more industry relevant,
mm,
like what exactly the first day they should do when they're
yes.
joining some company. So
Mm,
there are a lot many, soft skill and hard skill, means technical skills are required.
mm,
So we are also giving opportunities to freshers within
mm,
our organization or
mm,
within our network organizations.
mm,
So that way, in a small step, we have started, but I have an idea of doing it in a larger way,
mm,
and probably in some years I'll be able to do
yeah. So, because why I mentioned about this is you do come to LinkedIn. I have many friends who are there in LinkedIn for just namesake. Their name is there, they are not there anywhere. But you come to LinkedIn. The moment you come to LinkedIn, you can post just one line or two line. That will be enough
that.
for.
I'll keep in mind.
Yes, and
Probably we can chat also very often
yes, yes,
about topics, so that we can, before posting, we can check
yeah.
whether that will influence somebody or
Yes,
will
yes.
influence us.
And if you want me to um, add some photographs into that, like Canva, I can design. So just give a name to it so that people get attracted to that idea. Ideas are very important, So
That's true. That's
your ideas, maybe it will be a seed to somebody else. So
true.
that is why. And you also will forget after some time once you are through this phase. Maybe you will forget about what you have done. So this is also important for you to document your journey as well. So that is why if one or two lines also, it will remind you afterwards if you try to write a book or something. So that is why multiplying
No,
soul is a
that is
very
absolutely a very good,
yeah,
idea.
yeah,
If we keep on doing something,
yeah,
small things,
yes.
probably it will bring in some good things to somebody.
Yes, yes, and document that journey, which is your legacy. The way you have been. Yeah. So I'm a firm uh, supporter of this idea that one should leave their legacy. Nobody remembers the name. The work is remembered. And yeah,
True, very true. I am very firm believer of this.
yes, yes. So thank you, Ravi, for all your time, and it was a what you can say enlightening for me. And I am so very lucky to have you here. I don't know how I spotted you in the first place. Maybe those few words also. Hmm. And you you can't tell yourself logically why you have requested somebody for an interview. But it is ultimately is some bigger work is going on, that I should hear this from you, all that things. It's a bigger part of a bigger drama, I suppose. So that is what I believe. And I learned this multiplying souls, that's a very profound idea that I will take as my takeaway. And thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, Sangeeta, and it was nice talking with you. We'll
Yes.
keep interacting, and this is
Sure.
a very good session.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thanks,
Thank
everybody,
you.
for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you.